You just retire here, couldn't you? Just grow old, grow a long beard, write poetry. I feel like it's the type of place where you should write a novel.
I'm Jack, a director, filmmaker, and environmentalist. And I'm headed out of the concrete jungle that I call home for a series of wild weekends. I will be going naked though, is that a problem?
Not at all.
Great. Canopy and Stars will be putting us up in tree houses, beach huts, and cabins, along with pointing us in the direction of some of the UK's best hidden gems, all just a few hours from London.
6-year-old me would be so excited by this.
This week, we're off to the Isle of Sheppey, an island off the coast of Kent, home to distilleries and old dockyards, massive beaches and marshlands full of wildlife, and a beach cabin with my name on it. Our adventure begins in London, specifically King's Cross Station, home to a big clock, lots of escalators, and extraordinary talents.
Totally self-taught? No way. You're 16? Dude, you're unbelievable. Inspiring. It's lovely to meet you. Enjoy your day, Richmond. Unbelievable. I'm looking forward to swimming in the ocean. I think that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get there is just jump in the ocean. Fish and chips, like that's a classic British seaside thing. And when you have seaside chips, you've got to get ketchup and mayonnaise and mix them together to make prawn cocktail sauce.
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Ketchup.
How are you saying that?
Sorry, ketchup. Ketchup with chips.
How are you saying ketchup?
Ketchup.
A train arrived before we could finish our debate, and we were off, leaving the high rise of East London for green fields and epic views of Kent.
So beautiful.
Arriving at my destination in good time, I was picked up by my friends for a quick drive to where we'd be staying.
Wow. This is so nice. This is like a proper seaside cabin. Proper log burner. What is that? That's the sink. It's a trumpet. Is that a trumpet?
Tuba.
Tuba. How do you know that? It wouldn't be a Canopy and Stars accommodation without a swing on the roof. It's slightly in the way of the sofa, but other than that, it is a swing. Oh wait, we've got to take the shoes off. Oh! It's actually quite remarkable that, what was the train, like an hour and a half from London? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh! The last of the sunshine. That is amazing, isn't it? Chips? Chips and mushy peas? It wouldn't be a visit to the British seaside if we didn't get a fish and chips. There's a door there, Ben. The door there. What are we going to get? What is our order? How many chips is it? 4 chips. 4 mushy peas.
4 mushy peas.
So how do you say ketchup?
Ketchup.
That's what I said! Ketchup!
As we waited for our peas to be mushed, I decided to go all in on classic seaside activities with a visit to the arcade.
Whoa!
Prepare yourself.
Oh, Jesus Christ! See you later. Thanks so much. Cheers. Right, time to eat some fish and chips. Perfect weather. Sun setting. Cerveza. You should actually do some damage with that.
To buy like this 1980s game
Being blokes, we naturally had to have a masculinity contest, aka how far can you throw a beach pebble?
Okay, fine, you go first. Oh, it's pretty good. Practically broke my arm throwing that. I can't even speak, I slept so well. I actually did sleep well. I'm not just saying it. Do you know what this is like? This is like when people try food on like a food program and every time they go, oh, it's delicious. Now every time I wake up, I go, I slept so well, but I really did.
Oh wow, he's going quite far. Yeah.
Shortly after filming my audition tape for the role of the next James Bond, we made a hearty breakfast of mushrooms on toast with, you guessed it,
It's ketchup. Ketchup. I told you, Ben.
Eventually, Ben got out the footage to settle the debate once and for all.
And seaside chips. And when you have seaside chips, you've got to get ketchup.
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 How are you saying that?
Ketchup.
How are you saying ketchup?
There's no wriggling out of that, is there? No one's ever called me out on this my entire life.
Our first stop was Elmley Nature Reserve, an incredible 3,500 acres of protected wilderness on the Isle of Sheppey. You can visit for wildlife experiences or even an afternoon safari. I was meeting Gareth, who with his wife Georgina took over the reserve 10 years ago.
Our long-term aim is to restore marsh and wildlife to the levels it was 200-300 years ago through natural processes, through some farming techniques and some land management. Our concept is to invite people in, bring people to a national nature reserve, see nature that you wouldn't get up on a Saturday morning and think, oh, I'm going to go to a nature reserve. Get them to experience it on their own terms. So just by being here, you feel it. And it looks open. It's actually all divided by waterways, channels.
Right.
And those waterways have got lots and lots of like rare flora and fauna in there. And that's what part of it makes it special.
Right.
And the other part that makes it special is all the rare birds that either live here all year round or migrate in and out during the winter and the summer.
There's a brown shape, brown patch. Can you see that at all? Really, really camouflaged.
Oh my God, that is so cool. Oh, he's really breathing fast, or is he sort of panting?
He's really hot, yeah. So they pant a bit like sort of dogs in a way.
Oh, his eyes, there's so much character. It looks like he's just looking at us like, what do you want? Why is it so important to have a place like this in the UK?
A place like this is incredibly rare. Elmley's sort of one of the last remnants of a large area. The whole coast of the Isle of Sheppey pretty much is protected for a purpose of having more wildlife. Climate change is real for me, it's daily work.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Simon.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a lovely day.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers, mate.
A short drive from Elmley is the stunning and historical Chatham Dockyard, home to the Copper Rivet Distillery, the only distillery in Kent that makes spirits from grains that are grown right where we're staying on the Isle of Sheppey.
How many whiskey-related puns can we get? I'm in good spirits today. I'm going to distill down this process for you guys. How are you? I'm Stephen. I'm Jack. Nice to meet you.
My family's distillery, family run, family founded.
That is his dad, and that is his brother-in-law. Literally hand craning the things in.
Here we make whiskey, gin and vodka, and we do everything from grain to glass, completely from scratch. It's our gin still. It's actually the only patented gin still in the world. We designed everything and it was all made by local craftsmen. We wanted to do something here that would create a focal point, give the community something to be proud of, put Chatham back on the map, so a place where people want to come. That barrel there is whiskey which is made next door. Every time you taste from that, it will taste completely different.
The freshest spirits you can drink, basically.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Pop it on the website. I'm following a long line of famous visitors. We've got Rishi Sunak. We've got Gordon Ramsay. HRH, Princess, St Margaret. Anne, right, good. I guess next time we'll come, there'll be a plaque of me here. I wonder where the photographer is.
With no photographer in sight, I was led outside by taste expert Seb, who quickly realised that I wasn't much of a spirits man.
Okay, Jack, yes, so we're going to start you out with some of our lovely vodka. Are you much of a vodka man?
Yeah. I traditionally don't love vodka, but I've been told that this one, I'm going to like this one.
Yeah?
Just the whole thing in one? Or?
Yeah, up to you, my friend. Just for the first one, maybe, just for the first one.
That is nicer than normal vodka.
A little bit peppery, a little bit vanilla, a bit fruity. Yeah, so next up is the gin. Botanical, very cardamom. Whoa!
In retrospect, I'm not sure Seb expected me to start shotting the tasters. but it made for a chaotically enjoyable sampling experience. For me, at least.
So yeah, just little sips, little sips.
How many more have we got to go?
4.
Right.
We'll get you some water.
Okay.
Before leaving, I had some final details to bring to Stephen's attention.
So there's some photos in the front of people who visited, and I know we took a picture earlier. I was wondering if you were going to print it and put it next to it, or...
Oh, of you next to the king? Obviously.
Yeah, cool. I'd like to be above Gordon next to the king, if that's
Perfect.
okay. Yeah,
Perfect.
it just seems
We'll see how it looks.
appropriate. Yeah,
definitely.
Thanks.
After a wholesome day of tasting and birdwatching, we were home to a quick game of cards before my true macho nature was required.
You ever done a barbecue before?
I've never done a barbecue. I've never started a barbecue before. How do we get this started? Right. Then I'd like to. Oh, you just literally put the bag in. Yeah. And light the bag. Some sort of lighter. Guys, you got a lighter? Thank you very much. Just come on, little flame, stay. Oh, there we go. So he does it. Oh my God, it's worked. What I do is. What is it about men thinking that they need to be able to work a barbecue to be manly?
Having never been the guy who grills, suddenly there I was, beer in one hand, spatula in the other. The heat, the smell of fake meat on charcoal, I think it all went to my head.
I really got into the whole barbecue thing. I've never felt more manly in my entire life.
Don't you get it now?
I get it. I get what all the hype's about.
Plates.
There you
Come
go.
on, give you a little speech.
As the night began to draw
I've
in,
never seen
it was
it that
time
way.
for one last stroll down the beach to reflect on the weekend, on what I'd be taking back to the city. I think the most humble teaching from this weekend has been that I've been mispronouncing ketchup my whole life. I'm not sure where it began or why no one's had the courage to call it out before. I'm just grateful that someone finally has. And moving forward, I'll always refer to it by its proper name, Ketch Up.
Now, do you know what? Jokes aside, this is incredible. Doesn't get better than this, does it? We're on the seaside, the sun's setting, had a barbecue. Just wholesome. It's wholesome. And I'm never going home. Oh, that's quite hard.
Sorry.
Come on, one more game.
One more game.
Come on, one more game. So I totally looked at Ben. #1 rule of filmmaking, isn't it?
Yeah, don't.